Um, good day, everyone. Here is your daughter, Ajoke Ade. I'm back again. And as you can see, that topic. Before I move on to Yoruba program, I would like you to listen to this message. Because as a woman, we need to know ourselves. We are not just born to be a woman. We are elegant. We are beautiful. So I will read out some of why we are and why we need to be proud of ourselves as a woman. Well, let me read some of the reasons. So we can know ourselves and we won't let anybody just, rubbish us, think we are nothing. Well, from greasy reasons, I am proud to be a woman because our instincts are strong. I'm proud to be a woman because the female bond is so strong. When women support women, incredible things can happen. I am proud to be a woman because we go through so much and deal with so much, but come out stronger and more resilient. I am proud to be a woman because I love the community that women create for each other. We are each other cheerleaders, and it's amazing how we can build each other. I am proud to be a woman because literally grow other women. I mean, that is pretty amazing. I am proud to be a woman because my sister and mom are two of the strongest people I have ever met. There are a lot of things that make us to be a woman. Now, I would like you to listen to this lady. Eloquent lady. When you listen to this lady, I'm sure you will gain certain things from
with 100% pure oat flour formulated.
Not this one.
Every day.
Welcome to Ajoke Ade's show.
Of your pedigree or your family background. It has nothing to do with how naturally endowed you are. Being classy really is about self-respect. My wonderful elegance ladies, welcome back to another video. My name is Vivian, the founder of Woman of Elegance, which is a platform I've created to help women. He's telling you that he wished he had met you before his wife and that he's not happy in his marriage and that he loves you more. If you fall for this, for whatever reason, whether it's love or lust or money or desperation, you have just played into the trap of being used for easing off sexual tension and emotional stress, and gratifying his sexual appetite, and even probably trying out extreme sexual fantasies that he wouldn't want to try out on his wife out of love and respect for her. So he tells you that you're the best, better than his wife or any woman that he's ever known for that matter. You, in return, feel honored and may even begin to scheme on how to displace this incompetent wife and step in as the missus. You need to understand that you are the loser in this game. There's a high probability that he will never divorce his wife for you. Why? Because it's all games to him. He's the only winner here. Even if he leaves his wife for you, keep in mind that there's probably going to be another girl who's going to take over your role as a new side chick. What makes you think he will stay faithful to you if he's cheated on his ex-wife? You have no moral grounds to expect him to stay faithful to you. What goes around comes around. A man like that has no problem cheating because he knows there will always be another low-value woman to toy around with. Have some self-respect and class and stay away from married men, no matter how desirable you find them or they find you. Get a job or be content with what you can afford. Live within your means and stop looking for sugar daddies to fund your lifestyle. It's selfish, it's unfair, and it does not speak well of you at all. Close your legs to married men. The second sign that you lack class is that you have a potty mouth. There are almost 172,000 words in the English dictionary that you could use. Are you telling me that your vocabulary is so limited that you have to resort to profanities? You may have an immaculate sense of style, be physically beautiful, and have all the airs and the aura of a high-class woman, and everyone will think of you as a classy and sophisticated lady. But you see, the moment you open your mouth to talk and begin to release the expletives and the profanities that have become a regular part of your vocabulary, you mess the whole thing up.
Oh my God.
People who saw you as elegant initially will think twice immediately. Therefore, before you go running off your mouth at somebody, before those profanities roll off your lips, before you open your mouth to use those rude and offensive words, realize that you're doing yourself more harm than good by tearing your own reputation to smithereens. Consciously begin today to watch what you say and how you say it. If you're used to using offensive language, purge your vocabulary of such words. Learn to use polite words, words such as I'm sorry, please, excuse me, thank you, pardon me. This should be an everyday part of your vocabulary, and say it like you mean it. Be genuine. The third sign that shows you lack class is that you disrespect and mock others that you feel you are better than. Some women worship money, they worship fame, social statuses, and any other thing that they consider desirable. So once they see a person that they consider well-to-do, they're all over the person, seeking to shower their adoration and admiration and show the utmost respects for that person. You can recognize the type of woman from the way they behave more respectfully and loyally around celebrities and wealthy people. They treat with disrespect anyone that they feel they're better than money-wise or fame or beauty, connections or whatever. They flatter the boss and they look down on the driver. You don't want that to be you, ladies. The big shots know that you're just sucking up to them because of who they are and what they have. And the average man knows that you're just being fake and shallow. The earlier you begin to honor and respect people, regardless of their social standing, this is better for you. Respecting people just because of what you can gain from them is exploitation. Check yourself, as it may even be your self-esteem that needs to be evaluated. People with low self-esteem see associating with people in the high echelons of society as a way of boosting their self-esteem. That needs to be corrected quite quickly. Sign number 4. You are loud and noisy and generally crass. Being a loudmouth is an instant turn-off. And I'm not just talking about having a loud voice, because this could be natural, hereditary maybe. I'm talking about being noisy in a noticeable and annoying way. There's just something repulsive about a raucous woman. A woman who is loud and crass lacks discretion. Such indiscretion is a sign that you lack class and tact. It is okay to be the life and soul of the party and make the atmosphere fun and lively. However, a classy woman understands how to go about this in style, tactfully, with an elegance flair. A loud woman lacks these qualities. It's not even about being an introvert or an extrovert. It's about knowing when to talk, how to talk, and what to say and when to stop talking. Babbling non-stop and saying 90 into the dozen exhausts people around you. Make no mistake about it, you are not entertaining your listeners. They're probably just wondering to themselves when you're going to stop talking. Stop with the loud, exhausting gesticulations and trying to be the center of attention. It's so exhausting. Your listeners may just keep quiet and allow you to have a field day of making a disgraceful show of yourself. Be lively, but do it with class. Talk, but then do so with tact. Laugh, but do so like a woman of high caliber and not like a deranged hyena. Okay? Everything in moderation. The fifth sign that shows you lack class is that you boast about your parents or your spouse's wealth. Unfortunately, there are many women out there that allow their successes and their wins to get to their heads. They become boastful and super proud and use their success as a yardstick to measure everything. They do not hesitate to reel out their achievements and their accolades, the cities that they've traveled to, the popular people that they've met. They do this at the slightest opportunity. And unfortunately, some women use these as parameters to define their worth. This is not classy, and people tend to do this to cover up their own emptiness and inadequacies. Are you always in the habit of reminding people how you're connected to the Prime Minister, related to the President's wife, friends of the Mayor's daughter, dropping names with the intention to impress and intimidate others into thinking you're better? This shows you have low self-esteem. You don't even know how to define your self-worth. Boasting about the type of car you drive. I just bought an Aston Martin last week. The hotels you've stayed in, your bank balance, educational qualifications, and even your marital status is evidence that you do not have class. Your relevance or your worth isn't tied to your qualifications, your possessions, or connections. So without your certificates or your money or your connections, how do you value yourself? Sign number 6, you don't dress well. You may ask yourself, Vivian, you're constantly talking about appearance, how you dress and how you put yourself together, etc. But why do you think this is? You dress how you want to be addressed. We are not God. We cannot read hearts and thoughts and intentions. The only indicator that we have in the first instance is the physical appearance. Your appearance is very important, no matter what you've been told. And I'm not talking about beauty, because beauty really is subjective. I know that there are standards across the world, but it is really subjective. But what I am talking about is how you present yourself to the world. The importance of how you dress cannot be overemphasized. You are your own representative. The way you present yourself aesthetically tells people who you are, what value you place on yourself, and the extent to which you regard yourself. Dressing shabbily says that you are not classy, but nothing screams classless louder than putting all your assets on display for all eyes to feast on freely. Dress elegantly, keep it modest, and leave something to the imagination. When you dress salaciously, it signifies you hold no regard for your body and you don't mind showing everybody what you have. It's sad, but don't be surprised when people disrespect you because of the way you dress. When you dress provocatively, you actually place a label on yourself that reads you don't have class. And no matter how archaic or old-fashioned that may seem, that just holds true today. It really does. Sign number 7, you lack manners. People without class lack manners and act as if they don't really care what others think. If you lack proper manners and you make no attempts to improve yourself in this regard, then you are telling others that you lack class. You drink from the bottle and you deride people who observe correct etiquette. You make jest of social rules and joke that etiquette rules are not for you. Well, actually, the joke is on you. Whenever you go out with people, and you make all these etiquette faux pas, or you just show a disregard for the etiquette within that social sphere, it just tells people that you don't respect them. When you begin to understand the importance of etiquette and how it makes our mutual interactions with other people in the society cordial and seamless, you'll become less self-centered and learn to apply the basic etiquette rules at least. Imagine sitting at an elegant dinner table with others and talking with your mouth full of food. The sight of half-masticated food in your mouth can make others lose their appetite. At an event, you can easily point out the guests who lack class just by observing their willingness to comply with social rules. Ladies, you may not know the rules at a particular dinner table, but just a quick observation around you will just show that you're willing to learn and you're willing to integrate. But when you have a disregard and think to yourself, oh, this is too old-fashioned, or why should I eat like this, or why should I use this fork or that fork, it just shows you don't have respect for the people in your midst. And we're not just talking about dining tables. Some women extend their mannerless character to their online presence. You see them engaging in keyboard wars with people they hardly know or they don't know at all on social media. You see some women calling each other out, insulting each other and calling each other unprintable names, washing their dirty linen in public, and you're foolishly providing entertainment for the drama-loving social media users. A woman who chooses to fight and settle her issues with another person under the prying eyes of social media is nothing short of classless. Point number 8, you generally give off an air of desperation. Ladies, if you can avoid giving an air of desperation, please do so at all costs. That monster called desperation has a way of making you do things, opt for choices, and settle for options you would never even consider on a good day. Desperation can make a woman behave classless and cheap. Ladies, no matter what circumstance you find yourself in, try as much as possible to keep any feelings of desperation under check, as being desperate can make you appear without class. No matter how badly you want something, whether it's a job or a husband or money or a child, don't let desperation lead you into actions that could make you seem like you have no value. Actions like offering your body in return for a favor, doing wife duties when he hasn't even put a ring on your finger, really shows that you don't have class. Remember, having class is about having self-respect and showing that you value yourself and you stay true to your values. Sign number 9, you will do anything for attention, even betray your friends. Some women live for attention. They can't do without it, especially when it comes to perhaps male attention, and they'll do anything to get it. These types of women equate their beauty or their desirability to the amount of attention they command from men. When you love attention so much that you go to whatever lengths, including betraying your friends and the people that you trust to get it, it is proof that you totally have no class. Thriving on any kind of attention that comes your way without selection shows that you lack class and you will settle for anything, just as long as it's male attention, for example. Going as far as to steal or compete with your friends for their men's attention is despicably low class. Watch your actions, ladies. You do not want to be associated with women who don't have any value. If you don't respect yourself, who will? Point number 10, you don't value good hygiene. Are you pretty and gorgeously well dressed? Do you consider yourself as a woman of high caliber? How seriously do you take your body grooming? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your body hygiene efforts? Good body hygiene is one of the most important aspects of your life that you should not joke around with and you should not take shortcuts with. A lack of proper hygiene can seriously impact your health. When you practice good hygiene, it shows easily on your body. And when your body hygiene is less than desired, your body also bears witness to that. Chipped nails, bad breath, body odor, flaky skin, unkempt hair, dandruff, rotting teeth are all signs of poor body hygiene or even a lack of proper nutrition. If you have health issues that are causing these things, for example, halitosis or dandruff, then of course you should try and get these checked by a medical practitioner. But if this is a case of just being lazy or you can't be bothered, then this shows a lack of class. Your health and well-being must take precedence, so try your best to practice good body hygiene. Ladies, I really do hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, we did. We did. Thank you very much for that short words. I think we still need to listen to this, please. Oh my God. I always made this mistake.
Well, in today's video, it's going to be a very interesting one. I am going to touch on 7 very specific.
I'm still coming back to Yoruba program.
Qualities or
Welcome,
traits
Mr. Jinodo.
that you must develop as you are becoming this refined and elegant woman. Of course, it's not easy to change certain behaviors, but it's absolutely doable. So please follow me on my journey as I advise you, lovely, elegant ladies, so you can become the best version of yourself. Hello, my lovely, elegant ladies. Welcome back to another video. My name is Vivian. I am the founder of Woman of Elegance, which is a platform that I've created to help women. A platform for women of elegance, for sophisticated ladies who've really trained themselves to value sophistication. It really goes beyond just having good manners, knowing how to use your fork properly, knowing how to observe proper dining etiquette. Of course, these formalities are very, very important because they are kind of pinpointers that can differentiate elegant women from those who are not so elegant. So yes, of course, please get, but at the same time, ladies, I am here to discuss with you more important things than that. Ladies, it's about the golden rules. It's about treating others with respect and with kindness. It's about integrity. It's about being considerate and showing people that you have high regard for yourself. Beyond having admirable poise, a real elegant lady has exceptional manners and treats everybody in her midst with the kind of respect that you demand. Ladies, on your journey to becoming elegant, practice these rules until they become second nature to you. And ultimately, this will dictate how others see you. So ladies, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Ladies, this might sound really trivial, but even personally, when I get correspondence from people, some even forget just very, very basic pleasantries such as please and thank you. Ladies, this goes a long way. Please don't forget, this is so basic and you should not omit it from your sentences when you are speaking. Say thank you to the teenager who parked your car. Say thank you to the doorkeeper who held the door open for you. Say thank you to the waitress who served you. Because ladies, it takes nothing away from you. And ladies, this makes people hold you in high regard. Point number 2, always keep to time. Now, ladies, depending on what country you're from, the importance of time varies. In the Western world, I know very much in the UK, we take time very, very seriously. Where in other countries and other cultures, people just turn up when they please. However, ladies, it is important to keep punctual. Wherever you're from, try and keep punctual because you do not know the effort that somebody has gone through to arrange something, and you don't know what time constraints could be placed on your host, for example. So just please try and respect other people's time. Arriving late for meetings, for example, just shows you have a shoddy attitude and it dents people's perception about you. Make it a point of duty to arrive on time every time to events, to meetings, or whatever it may be. Like I've mentioned in my handbook, do not turn up too early, but do not arrive late. You should also leave at the right time. Don't allow people to tell you to go home, for example. Be considerate all the time. However, ladies, sometimes in life, things happen and we just can't get to planned places in time. If this happens, ensure that you call. And even if it's a restaurant, for example, it's very good manners to call to say you're running late. And this is very important when you've been invited to a private dinner, for example. Number 3, listen attentively. Giving people an ample opportunity to air their views and listen attentively is a golden quality. However, unfortunately, many people lack this quality. You will be held in such high regard, even when you're having a heated conversation with somebody, but you allow the person to speak. It shows maturity and it shows that you have good qualities about you. And of course, it shows that you're elegant too. Ladies, if you haven't already done so, please watch my video, Speak Elegantly, because I go into this in much detail. When you are speaking to someone, it's important that you look the person in the eye and you look interested. Make it a point to improve your listening skills. And I don't just mean listening so you can see where to interject and interrupt. Listen properly to understand what the speaker is saying. Furthermore, ladies, when you allow the person to speak and wait for your turn, it shows that you have self-control. And that's something that's rare in our society today. People are just so quick to react. When you have self-control, you have strength of character. And this is something that is very, very important. Point number 4, be kind and considerate. Being kind and considerate isn't an excuse to allow people to get away with foul behavior. No, not at all. However, ladies, always try to picture yourself or put yourself in the other person's shoes. Ask yourself questions such as, how would you like to be treated in such a situation? Would you appreciate a little kindness? Would you like the other party to understand your viewpoint and where you're coming from? It's important to apply the same measure of respect to other people. You should be firm, but always be kind. Like the elegant woman of Proverbs 31, open your mouth with wisdom and let the law of kindness be on your tongue. In other words, whatever you say, let it be with kindness. You cannot describe yourself as elegant if you are rude. It just doesn't work. So ladies, what are the ways in which we can show kindness to other people? Well, complimenting, paying genuine compliments. Obviously, don't say these things if you don't mean them, but always make it a point, if you can, to compliment another woman, especially because it really goes a long way. Would you say that you're the argumentative type, or would you say that you're quite critical? Well, ladies, there's nothing wrong with being critical in some respects, but you need to be tactful. Don't be harsh with your words. Even if you think differently to somebody else's opinion, air that in a gracious and elegant way. How you say things puts a completely different flavor on the whole situation. If there's a mistake that has been made, for example, if somebody has said something that's a little bit unkind or a little bit distasteful, it's always important to be diplomatic in pointing out criticisms and mistakes. So don't go all guns blazing. Say it with kindness and always portray that elegant demeanor. So ladies, let's go on to point number 5. Silence speak volumes. Ladies, do you know you can actually say a lot by remaining calm and silent? High-class, elegant women are not talkative and loud. Speaking sparingly makes each of your sentences valuable, and it's not just one large mess. Contrary to what many may think, people are more likely to remember something that you've said in just a few sentences than one long speech. Silence also gives you an air of mystique, which is quite intriguing and attractive. If you are naturally blessed with the gift of the gab, deliberately working on cultivating silence is worth the stress. The truth is that when we talk too much, our messages and what we are trying to convey is just watered down. Well, enough said. So let's just move on to the next point. Point number 6, dress elegantly. Great dress sense essentially is a marriage between your body type and clothes that fit well. Squeezing into a tight, strapless gown for an office party is just as inappropriate as wearing a 2-piece suit at a beach, for example. Embrace your body type, dress appropriately, appreciate your looks, improve what needs to be improved, and confidently own anything that you consider a flaw. Personally, I don't have a slim waist or one that I consider to be slim, but I wear clothes that fit around it. I don't try and allow the clothes to wear me. I don't wear things that are incredibly tight because it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look elegant. But most important, ladies, walk tall and be confident in your personality. Number 7, be trustworthy and accountable. A man is as good as his word, and so is a woman. An elegant woman strives to keep to her word, and this really is one single factor of integrity. When you make a promise, be sure to live up to it, unless you absolutely are not able to, but make it a point to always stick to your word. Even if it's inconvenient, even if you have the grandeur of Queen Elizabeth and the elegance of Princess Diana, the slightest act of dishonesty will make a mess of your personality. Watch and maintain your integrity, ladies. So, ladies,
Thank you very much. I think we can all gain one or two things from what we've just heard from our elegant lady. I'm quickly going to another thing that we can also gain from, which is jealous people. Before I move on to Yoruba program, I do gain a lot from this, and I will continue to listen to this woman.
Today, we're going to discuss 7 ways jealous people act towards you. What we are about to explain in the next few minutes will help you understand the psychology of jealous behavior and then empower you to respond appropriately. Hopefully, you'll be able to help yourself and others. Okay, here we go. 7 signs someone is secretly jealous of you. Number 1, they tend to tear you down. Most of the time, the main reason why people are jealous is because of their insecurities. When an insecure person struggles to accept themselves, they often seek validation from others. Any threat to that validation can easily result in jealousy. If you start to get more attention and praise than them, they often feel like they need to compete for validation. They may then result to hurting or sabotaging you. If highly insecure people don't get the validation they need, they can easily become emotional and will often go to extreme lengths to get things back to the way they were. Because of their jealousy and insecurity, it's unlikely that they will confront you about stealing their spotlight. Instead, expect them to criticize you behind your back or subtly invalidate the things you do and say. To them, your achievements make you seem powerful, which threatens their social power in the group. Insecure people may gossip for 2 reasons. The first is that they're probably intimidated by you, which makes them too afraid of confronting you. The second is that they can easily exaggerate the terrible things they say about you or spread false rumors because you're not there to defend yourself. From their perspective, if you look bad, they look good. So throwing you under the bus is a common tactic to regain social superiority. So what strategy can you use to stop someone treating you this way? Whatever you do, make sure you don't resort to the same tactics they're using. Treating them badly may just confirm the false gossip they've been spreading about you. Instead, be the better person by showing them and your friends kindness and respect. Your good behavior will serve as evidence against the false rumors, and it won't be long before your friends start to discredit the lies being told about you. If this person's behavior continues or worsens, despite your efforts to be kind, start spending less time with them. It's not worth maintaining toxic friendships. Okay, on to the next one. But first, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications. We post videos almost every day on all things related to practical psychology, understanding the human mind, improving mental health, and becoming free from behavioral patterns. Also, we're having a free giveaway at each channel milestone every month as we grow. We're giving away the brand new latest. Number 2, they hate your advice. Have you ever given your friends some wise advice only for them to get annoyed about it? This may be a sign that they're jealous of you. This is usually the case with friends, though, because most people don't like receiving advice from strangers. You feel it deep in your bones.
Oh.
You were born to help others become their best selves, to facilitate growth and inspire greatness. Research shows that giving constant unsolicited advice can be very annoying and discouraging for most people on the receiving end. If, however, you're not someone who gives advice too often, and you're qualified to give good advice, you would expect most people to be grateful for it. Your wisdom might make them feel threatened, though. Most friends value good advice from each other. So, if a friend is strangely hostile upon hearing yours, it might be because of their jealousy. Your advice may remind them of their insecurity or make them feel like a failure. You haven't done anything wrong in this situation. They should be working through their insecurity or jealousy of you. Otherwise, your advice will most likely sound like harsh criticism to their ears. Number 3. They undermine your success. Let's pretend you just got back from a tough yet fulfilling mountain climbing expedition. You trained hard and spent months saving up for the trip. You return to work to tell your colleagues about how you successfully scaled the famous mountain. Everyone in the office congratulates you and enjoys your story, and some have questions to ask about what it was like. There might be that one guy, though, who chips in with a comment about how the mountain isn't that high, and that most people could do it without having to train too hard. He's probably trying to undermine you because he's jealous of your accomplishment. You may find that this person frequently tries to undermine your achievements, whether big or small. They may even do it in a subtle way, making you feel guilty. For instance, upon returning from your mountaineering trip, he may say something like, "Great job on the climb. Now you can catch up on all the work you missed while we were busy climbing through all this important paperwork." They may also subtly invalidate you through an underhanded compliment, such as, "Well done on your efforts with the climb. Maybe you can make as much of an effort with your office work from now on." The important thing to remember is that your accomplishments matter, and you have every right to feel proud of yourself for achieving them. The person undermining you doesn't make your achievements any less significant. Keep achieving and growing yourself as much as you want to. Don't let other people's insecurities stand in your way. Number 4, they engage in petty arguments. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of an argument thinking, "Why are we arguing about this?" If you often find yourself having these kinds of arguments with the same person, then it could be because they're jealous of you. If they're insecure and see you as more successful, intelligent, or attractive than them, then they could do whatever they can to invalidate you through petty arguments. Even if you win most of these arguments, don't expect them to stop anytime soon. They'll constantly be looking for flaws to exploit. Don't be surprised if they're constantly looking for ways to criticize you or draw attention to your mistakes. They may even highlight your smallest errors and keep reminding you of them as well. Insecure and jealous people constantly feel like they need to win against those who intimidate or threaten them. These petty strategies are in place so that they can win pointless small victories over you, so that they can feel better about themselves. The next couple of points are pretty intense. You're gonna want to see them. But before we get to that, please help us out. We're doing a research project on the psychology of the YouTube like button. We're going to release a very interesting... Number 5. They express blind hatred toward you. This is often in extreme cases, but jealousy can easily turn nasty. This is often because the insecure and jealous person doesn't know how to handle the unpleasant emotions their jealousy brings. When threatened or invalidated, they feel a sense of loss of control in their lives, which can easily turn into hatred. They may not know how to take responsibility for their own emotions and therefore target you as the source of their insecurity and problems. Have you ever heard someone constantly complain about a certain singer? They frequently bring her up in conversations and can't stop talking about how terrible her voice is or how ridiculous she looks in her music videos. This behavior suggests that this person is jealous of the singer, and they secretly want to be like her because she's often on their mind. If someone is jealous of you, they may easily tell their friends about how much they dislike you and how much of a pain you are. In reality, though, it's likely that they want to be just like you or want what you have. How do you deal with this toxic behavior? Unfortunately, the best thing you can do most of the time is to distance yourself from them so that they
Distance
don't hurt you
yourself from
or your
them.
reputation. If someone is bitter and hateful towards you because they can't understand their own insecurity and jealousy, it's not your responsibility to fix them. Try to be the better person by being kind and respectful, but know when it's time to stop seeing them. Number 6, they copy you. Enough of the negativity for now. Jealousy isn't always negative. Sometimes people might be jealous of you because they admire and respect you. This can result in them trying to be more like you, which can seem like quite the compliment. It's great to be a role model. This is behavior that many adopt. You may find that you try to do similar things to the people you respect or look up to. You may try to work hard like your grandfather, cook like your mom, or play golf like your dad. You may even find yourself dressing like your favorite celebrity. This practice can often lead to success for most. Having role models can be very healthy. Having someone basing their entire identity around your life can be a little weird, though. It may have been cute at first, but if someone's turning into a strange copy of you, it can be annoying. It may even be discouraging if multiple people copy your ideas and achievements, especially if you pride yourself on your uniqueness and creativity. Be encouraged, though, because for them, you are the definition of success. Number 7, they're constantly competitive. Jealousy can easily bring out someone's competitive side. It's natural to want to surpass the people we admire. So, if you're a high achiever, expect some competition and a bit of jealousy from others. People are competitive because they really care about the standards others have set for them. This is why we see so much jealousy, and therefore so much competition in the world of professional sports, for instance. Athletes and teams are constantly looking to outperform each other in order to get to the top. Do you see this in your everyday life? You may notice that there are several individuals who are constantly fighting to emulate your achievements. They may even resort to trying to bring you down. Don't be surprised if these people try to downplay your achievements or if they're constantly comparing themselves to you. They probably secretly admire you. So think of that as something to be proud of. Use that as a means to motivate yourself towards more success if you can. They may be competitive because your success looks like their failure. But remember that success is best defined by you and your standards, not by the achievements of a rival. Have you ever had someone jealous of you? How did they act? Tell us in the comment section below.
Hmm. Thank you very much for that sensible advice. Now, my people, I think we've all gained one or two things from this message or messages because I've already played two earlier on. You can see how insecure and jealous people can really bring you down to their level. This is up to you whether you will dance to their tunes or just move on and ignore them. You don't have to associate yourself with them because they are jealous, angry. They have no future and they are ready to destroy your life. So, by doing that, please try and ignore them. Now, I'm going to move on to today's program on Yoruba. You can rewind this and listen to it again because definitely you will hold on to something and you will try to improve yourself. Thank you very much. What time is it? 44, 44. So I have to edit and cut this out. Thank you. Now, moving on to Mr. Jinode, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Mo kí yín púpọ̀. Ẹ ṣé, ẹ kú àdúrótì, ẹ kú gbogbo ìgbà. Mo really gain nínú àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń gbọ́ gbogbo wọ̀nyí because pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ́tẹ̀ ni. Ẹni tó bá tabà kó má fi bínú. It's like I was sleeping before. Tí kiní yìí wá jí mi tó ta mí jí. And throughout this week, I've been very, very busy. When you say busy, I've been very, very busy. Even though ó yẹ kí n wà níbi tí mo lọ, but because of one or two things ló gbé mi padà wálé. And for the little time tí mo spend níbẹ̀, oh my God, I can't believe it. Ó really changed so many things in my life. Ó ń change it, and I'm going to stick to that. Irú àwọn èèyàn wo lèèyàn ń bá rìn? Irú àwọn èèyàn wo lèèyàn ń bá ṣe? Èèyàn láti ní level. Má lọ sí àgbájọ ibi àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa bring it down. Negative things. If you want to do this, advice wọ́n fi wreck life ẹ. Are you ready to listen to them now? Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ṣẹ rí ìrìn àjò Yorùbá nation tá à ń rìn? Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ mo kí gbogbo wa. Àwa aláàwẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo wa. Ẹ̀mí á làjà, á ṣe púpọ̀ ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi. Mo kí àwọn bàbá wa nínú Yorùbá nation. Bàbá mi Akintoye, mo kí yín o bàbá. Àná ọmọ oníjọ̀gbọ̀n yìí. Ó ti sà, bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sà. Igboho ṣà. Àwọn ọkọ̀ sú sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Tá bá rí nǹkan tó bá kù díẹ̀ káàtó, ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ó lè jẹ́ ojú tèmi fi wò ó nìyẹn. Ojú tẹ́lòmíì máa fi wò ó náà, ó lè yàtọ̀. Ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà ṣe é? Ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà? Torí pé kí ni? A ti rí pé ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ìrìn àjò Yorùbá nation yìí, mistake ti wà rẹpẹtẹ, rẹpẹtẹ, débi wípé tó fi put àwọn èèyàn off. Tẹ́ bá go back bí 2019, 20, kẹ́ lọ wo ibi tá ti ń bọ̀. Kẹ́ lọ wo bí wọ́n ṣe gbé kiní yìí lọ́wọ́. A máa rí pé kò ṣeé fẹnu sọ. Kò ṣeé fẹnu sọ. Ìgbà míì gan, màá kàn wò ó pé kí ni mo ṣe bára mi níbí báyìí ná? Ǹjẹ́ ohun tó yẹ kí n máa ṣe nìyí? Ǹjẹ́ ọ̀nà tó yẹ kí n gbà nìyí? Máa ń rò ó ńgbà míì pé it's like ọmọ kékeré nínú ilé tó wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń kọ́ ìrìn, tó ń kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ láti sọ. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó bá nínú ilé yẹn òun ló máa ma fi kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Òun ni ọ̀pọ̀ ìrìnàjò Yorùbá Nation yìí. Níbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀, opinion tèmi ni, ọ̀nà témi gbà rí ni. So, mo wá jókòó, mo wá rò ó. Ìwòyí àná mo wà níbi tí mo lọ. Aago 9:00 àbọ̀ fẹ́ẹ̀ lù kí n tó wọlé lánàá. But mo kọ́kọ́ lérò pé màá dúró sọ́hùn ni, but because of unexpected circumstances tó ṣẹlẹ̀, I have to come back home. So, kí n má fa ọ̀rọ̀ gùn, ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹpẹ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ti wọ́ wá. Ṣùgbọ́n pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà wọ́n ní ọmọdé kì í mẹ̀kọ jẹ kó má ra lọ́wọ́. À á rí i pé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tá ti gbọ́ yìí, torí ohun tán sọ yìí ó ta bá èmi gan alára. Mo fẹ́ẹ̀ lè fọwọ́ bojú shame pé wow! Pé èèyàn kàwé, ó lọ sí yunifásítì, ó jẹ́ doctor, ó jẹ́ lawyer, ó jẹ́ barrister or whatever, kò matter. Kò matter. Kò ní kó má ṣe àṣìṣe. But ǹjẹ́ ẹni tó ṣe àṣìṣe yẹn ready láti rectify ẹ̀ pé yes, mo accept pé mo ti ṣe nǹkan báyìí, kò dẹ̀ yẹ kán bá mi nírú ibi báyìí. Ǹjẹ́ a máa ń rò ó bẹ́ẹ̀? Ó ní ibi tó ti yẹ kán báàyàn, ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Ó nírú ibi tó ti yẹ kán bá èèyàn. Ibi tí mo lọ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí, it's like pé wọ́n da nǹkan bò mí lójú tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mo wá rí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ má bínú, ẹni tí n bá ti ṣẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú. Àjọkẹ́ ṣetán láti change. Irú àwọn èèyàn wo ló fẹ́ wà ní circle wọn? Ṣáwọn tó fẹ́ máa fà ẹ́ wálẹ̀ ni àbáwọn tó fẹ́ máa gbé ẹ sókè? Àbáwọn tó fẹ́ máa fẹnu bà ẹ́ jẹ́? Àbáwọn tí tiwọn ti bàjẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé títí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tó máa fi dé parí ọdún, the same thing, ibi tẹ́ fi wọ́n sí lẹ máa ti bá wọn. Kán máa gossip, kán ba tèèyàn jẹ́, kán má ní èrò kankan ìmíì, kán má tiẹ̀ ní plan fún ìgbésí ayé wọn. Pé báwo ni mo ṣe lè move on? Báwo ni mo ṣe lè upgrade ara mi? No, they are not ready to do that. Àfi kán ṣáà fẹsẹ̀ gbálẹ̀ kiri, kán dẹ̀ délé cover bora. You know, we need to change. Ó yẹ ká change ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò ti ṣàṣìṣe. And mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run wípé àwọn tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ kiní yìí náà, a ti rí ìyàtọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú wọn. Nítorí pé àwọn náà ń lọ káàkiri, wọ́n ń gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lóòótọ́ wọ́n ní èrò, irú èmi ńsìnyí, kò sóye èrò tí mo ní. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní èrò púpọ̀. Ohun tí wọ́n bá gbọ́ níbì kan níbí báyìí, wọ́n mọ bọ́n ṣe máa package ẹ̀, tán máa lọ tún sọ lọ́hùn. Which is good. Gbogbo wa la máa rí nǹkan tá máa fi ṣe, ṣùgbọ́n kéèyàn kan lérò wípé àfẹ̀mí, ìyẹn ni nǹkan tá à ń sọ. Ìyẹn ló máa ń mú ẹ̀tẹ̀ wá. No. Now, a fẹ́ dìbò, á ti dìbò, ìdìbò ti lọ. Àwọn nǹkan tó bá dẹ̀ tún ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn la máa tún máa gbọ́. Mo wo nǹkan kan, although mi ò wó délẹ̀, mo ní láti pa ni because oh my God, I'm so happy pé mo dé àwọn ibi tí mo dé ní àárín ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a wà yìí, mo dúpẹ́ ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run. Màá máa repeat ẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, irú ibo lo ti fẹ́ kán bá ẹ? Wọ́n ní irú àwọn ẹyẹ kan náà, wọ́n á jọ fò papọ̀. Irú àwọn èèyàn wo lo fẹ́ bá máa pò pọ̀? Kì í ṣe ti ìgbéraga. Ẹ listen sí ohun tí woman yìí sọ. Irú ibi tó ti yẹ nǹkan tó yẹ kọ́mọlúwàbí máa ṣe, má sọ tán bá sọ wípé o proud. Má rò pé ọmọ ní how proud, ó ṣe kinní kan, ó ṣe kinní. No, because tí o bá lọ ń bá àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ìgbésí ayé wọn, èpè, èébú, kán máa ṣọ́ kinní kákàkiri, you know, I don't know. Woman yẹn ti sọ olórí ẹ̀ tí mo play yẹn. Ó ti sọ tán, kò need kí n máa repeat ara mi. And mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ play ẹ̀ torí àwọn ọmọ wa náà tán máa kọ́kọ́ gbọ́, máa lọ cut ẹ̀. Ẹnu mo fi ń sọ, kò sí time. Most of the time ní week yìí tí bá ti jáde báyìí alẹ́ ni mò ń wọlé. So mi ń ṣe ẹni tó wà lórí ìjókòó kan mọ́. Ó move on. Ẹ̀yin àti èmi, níbo ni kán ti bá wa? So ìrìnàjò Yorùbá nation tá à ń rìn yìí is like nísìnyí tí n bá ti débì kan tí mo ti fẹ́ wo nǹkan kan, tèmi náà mo ṣẹ̀ wá ń rí pé oh wow, bó ṣe ń rí rèé. Tí n bá ti dé ibì kan tó bá ti jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń búra wọn, wọ́n ń ṣe gbá ṣàwo, mi ì ní wò pẹ́. Torí nǹkan téèyàn bá rí, bí Yorùbá ṣe wí, ó ṣe bí òwe ẹ̀yin ìyá mi bàbá mi, kì í ríyàn lára. Even téèyàn bá rí pé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, ó máa múyàn bínú, èèyàn máa react bákan, èèyàn máa ṣe, kéèyàn step back, kó dúró sókèèrè kó wò. Ṣé mo fẹ́ wà nírú irú nǹkan báyìí? No. Àbí irú ohun tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni lady yẹn sọ tí mo play síwájú yẹn, ṣé ohun tó jẹ́ pé tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n máa bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Àbí ohun tó jẹ́ pé à á sọ yìí lénìí, à á sọ míì lọ́la, à á sọ yìí lénìí. Sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ kó mọ́ rántí ẹni tó mọ̀ ọ́ gbọ́. Ohun tá a bá sọ ó ti wà nínú àkọọ́lẹ̀. Ẹyin lohùn, tó bá ti bọ́lẹ̀ kò ṣeé kó mọ́. So, a need láti change. Ẹní bá fẹ́ ni o. And bí mo ṣe sọ, a ti rí nínú ara àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé a ti gbọ́ Yorùbá nation nípasẹ̀ wọn, tó jẹ́ pé téèyàn bá lọ, tóun gan bá lọ go back tán lọ ń wo kinní yẹn, wọ́n mọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ ẹni tó fẹ́ move on, pé ṣémi ni mò ń ṣe báyìí? Eléyìí hàn-ín, tọ̀hún hàn-ín, yàùn, 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 torí kí ni? Torí pé wọ́n ò darapọ̀. Oh no, 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 no. No. Bó ṣe yẹ kó rí kọ́ yẹn. Bó ṣe yẹ kó rí nìyẹn. Kọ́ nìyẹn, sorry. Ibikíbi tí bá ti fẹ́ wò, tí bá ti rí pé it's like pé kinní, from now on, no, and I'm not going to bring it, play it on my show, no. Màá mú nǹkan pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ní program téèyàn máa ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, tó máa kọ́ àwọn èèyàn ní ẹ̀kọ́ rẹpẹtẹ. Bí ìgbà jàǹkáríwọ̀, bí ìgbà tí mo ka kúrò lójú mi ni. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ ọmọbìnrin yìí sẹ̀. Ó níbi tán ti yẹ kán báàyàn sẹ́. èèyàn máa ṣe mistake gbogbo wa, yes, a gbọ́dọ̀, but ǹjẹ́ a ready láti listen sáwọn èèyàn? Ǹjẹ́ a ready láti ṣetán láti ṣàyípadà? Ìyẹn ni ò yé mi. Now, mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan torí èmi máa ń lọ gbọ́ àwọn nǹkan kan tí mo bá rí pé yes, kíní yìí ó máa mú ọgbọ́n wá fún mi. Mi ì fẹ́ jókòó sídìí ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́bú rátìràtì, rántí. Ohun tó bá wu oníkálùkù ní ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ní kán ṣe. Tó bá jẹ́ wọ́n lérò wí pé ọ̀nà dáadáa là ń tá fi lè gbà á, good luck. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀nà tán rò pé yes, ẹ jẹ́ ká ronúpìwàdà, kò ń ṣe bá ṣe lè ṣé rèé tó máa yọrí sí dáadáa, kì í ṣe ọ̀nà tá lè gbà rèé tá máa fi kó èèyàn mọ́ra, well, ó kù sí wa lọ́wọ́. Last kíní tí mo sáré ṣe gbẹ̀yìn yẹn, ṣé ijọ́ Monday kọ́ ni àbí? Monday or Tuesday. Nípa ti àwọn bàbá àti olóyè Ìgbòho. Mo rí comment tí àwọn kan kọ. Mo dẹ̀ ráwọn kan náà tó fẹ́ máa bú bàbá ńbẹ̀. Mo delete ẹ̀ dànù ni. Kò ní dúró lórí kíní ọ̀dọ̀ mi. Kì í ṣe torí nǹkan tí mo ṣe ṣé nìyẹn. So, inú mi máa dùn, ìbáà jẹ́ kó jẹ́ èèyàn 10 péré, kó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gan pàápàá ló wò mí, àbí ló dá sọ́rọ̀ mi, àbí ló comment. More than satisfied than rubbish, nonsense. Tá bá rí ẹni tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá ń gbénú, tó ń wábi tó ti máa bú èèyàn àbí tó máa ṣe bákan àbí nǹkan kan, kó gbójú ara ẹ̀ síta, kó lọ ra fóònù kóun náà bẹ̀rẹ̀. Because it's like pé mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bọ́ sínú ọdún tuntun báyìí. Ẹ̀mí mi á dẹ̀ làjà. Yes, àtúnbí. Kí ló dùn tó kéèyàn repent? Torí Àjọkẹ́ mọ́ra ẹ̀ lẹ́lẹ́ṣẹ̀. Máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ibi tán ti mọ̀ mí, màá ní ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ni mí. Nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ 10, mo ní mo kó gbogbo 10. Bó wá bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ò jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, mo fi sí lé Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́. A dẹ̀ máa tọrọ ìdáríjì ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan ní bàbá mi, bàbá Akintoye, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ yín, Olóyè Ìgbòho. Òòṣà, òòṣà mi òòṣà. Mi ò ní gbàgbé yín láyé, 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 even kí n má sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation mọ́. Ẹ wà ní ọkàn àyà mi. Torí kì í ṣe bó ṣe yẹ kó rí là ń ṣe. Wọ́n á ní bí ò bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wá sọ bó ṣe, yes, mi ò need láti wá sọ. Àwa ni ká yẹra wa wò, ká wòra wa. Ká wò ó pé ṣó dáa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe. Ṣé ó dáa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú. Yeah. Ká wò ó pé ṣó dáa bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe. Ẹ ṣé sister mi, mo rí nǹkan tẹ́ jù sí mi. Màá wò ó later because mi kàn fẹ́ máa just máa play anything anyhow lórí program yìí. No, mo move on. Mo move on. Ìwọ tó ń béèrè ńbo lo wà? Ṣekúṣẹyẹ, níbo lo wà? Má gbé mi gún ibì kankan o, torí mo ti di àtúnbí àti pé inú ààwẹ̀ la wà yìí. So, lọ ṣọ́ra ẹ, mi ò tiẹ̀ ní wo nǹkan tó bá jù nà. Mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan ní èní. Nǹkan yẹn dẹ̀ ó ó bà mí nínú jẹ́ díẹ̀. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwa ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ rí wípé ní bí oṣù mélòó sẹ́yìn, àlejò tí máa ń gbé wá, wọ́n ṣe program kan pé, Yorùbá, ẹ lè rí Yorùbá gbà, ẹ wo wa gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe. No, 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 no. Mo lémi ò buy idea yẹn. But mo wá rí wípé àwọn nǹkan tá à ń ṣe gbogbo gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá ní àárín ara wa gangan. Kò sífẹ̀ẹ́. Ìlú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yẹn, ìlú kan sí kan, Ìjẹ̀bú àti Abẹ́òkúta àti Ìbàdàn àti Oǹdó ní o, Èkìtì ní. Kò sífẹ̀ẹ́. Wọ́n ní kò sífẹ̀ẹ́, wọ́n ní kò ṣe. Yes, ẹ má jẹ́ a máa pọtí ilé kín, ìyẹn ló lè máa fa ìjà. Tá bá rí nǹkan funfun ká lá rí funfun. Tá bá rí nǹkan dúdú ká lá rí dúdú. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ aláwọ̀ méjì tó kọjú sí kan tó yẹ ká sọ bá ṣe rí. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí, ó dàbí pé lára àwọn mo bá wọn lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ni, àti pé mò ń sùn nídìí ẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń gbọ́. Mò ń sùn nídìí ẹ̀. So, kò jẹ́ kí n mọ ibi tó ti but ìwọ̀nba ibi tí mo bá lẹ́nu wọn, ó ti tó. Live program ni. Tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn ó ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Adédìbú. Ṣádédìbú náà ni? Adélabú àbí? Yeah, Pẹ̀nkẹlẹ́mẹ́s. Mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn. Mo rò pé ó pé 65 years tán kú. Ó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó ń béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn yẹn, tán jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó gbé wọn wá. Òun wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn. Mo mọ̀ wípé bí mo ṣe ń sọ yìí, àwọn èèyàn náà wọ́n á ready láti lọ síbẹ̀ kán fi ṣe show. But I was like, lóòótọ́ history dà, ìtàn dà. Ìgbà míì, àkókò tá máa gbé nǹkan wá kò right. Tí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe mistake ẹ̀. Most of us. Ọmọ Yorùbá. Mi ò rò pa èyí tí ready. Torí even ká ti ready ká tún gbà. Nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn ọ̀fà, ó ju òjé lọ. Ẹ wá nìyẹn. A mọ bá ṣe máa múra wa ńgbà yẹn. A mọ bá ṣe máa ṣe. Ẹ káàsán Mr. Saheed, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ gan ni. Ṣé àsìkò tí àwọn apá kan bá wa jà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ló yẹ kí irú ìtàn yẹn kó lọ wáyé? Because mistake tá ń ṣe ó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Mo wá rí i pé lóòótọ́ ni wípé tán máa ń ní ẹni tó bá fẹ́ jẹ ogún kógún, ó máa pa ìtànkítàn. Òun ni irú ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn. Mi ò ní ì tí ì dárúkọ onítọ̀hún. Nǹkan kan tí mo rí náà ni wípé ọmọ Yorùbá, a kì í bo ìbòkubò mọ́ra wa lára. Èyí tí àwọn ìlú tó kù tán máa gbèjà ara wọn, tán máa dúró ti ara wọn wípé yes, a gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ lé kinní kan lọ ká tó fàbọ̀ wá dì. A kì í sábà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa máa ń túra wa síhòhò láti fi ṣe ẹlẹ́yà. À ń sọ irú eléyìí láti wípé ká change àwọn certain things tá à ń ṣe. History dá lóòótọ́, kò sí bí a ṣe ní débi ìtàn. Ṣùgbọ́n àsìkò ìgbà tá a máa sọ ìtàn yẹn, ṣé ó ń láti ní àsìkò àbí àti ìgbà tó máa bá nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ? Àbí ṣé a fẹ́ràn láti ó mà ṣe o, ó sad, ó sad. Mo ní láti sáré pe èèyàn kan pé kán máa gbọ́ kiní yẹn láàárọ̀ yìí. Ìgbéraga pọ̀ fún wa, bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé tòótọ́ gbogbo wa la fẹ́ jọ̀gà. Ìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ sọ nípa Bàbá Tinubu àti ẹ jẹ́ n lọ wò, tí n bá tètè rí, màá play ẹ̀. Ìmọ̀ràn tèmi kàn ni wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ibi tá tí ń bọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ibi tá ń lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ibi tá dé o. Ìmọ̀ràn ni, kì í ṣe pé mo ní ká gbà. Àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́, tó jẹ́ pé òun ló yẹ ká máa fi kọ́ ara wa lọ́wọ́ báyìí ká tó dé ibi tá ń lọ. Ǹjẹ́ à ń mú lò? Ǹjẹ́ à ń ṣe? Àtèmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ǹjẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà láàárín ara wa náà kọ́ ló pọ̀ jù nínú gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe? Tá rò pé à ń ṣayọ̀, èrò ń pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa. Gbogbo culture, nǹkan tó jẹ́ tiwa, let's say heritage, a gbájúmọ̀. À ń sọ wípé àwọn ẹlòmíì á ní àkókò ṣì wà. Ó dìgbà tá bá débẹ̀. No, kò dìgbà tá bá débì kankan. Èdè wa ó jẹ́ kókó, ó ṣe pàtàkì. Tó jẹ́ pé téèyàn bá rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, ìbànújẹ́ ló máa jẹ́ pé ó ṣe jẹ́ ẹ̀yin Yorùbá yìí ṣá lọmọ yín ò kí ń gbédè, lẹ máa ní kán má ṣèdè sí wọn. Àbí lẹ máa ní ó dìgbà tẹ bá délẹ̀ Yorùbá kẹ́ tó máa ṣèdè. Mo rẹ́rìn-ín báyìí, ẹ̀rín pa mí. Ó mà ga fún wa o. Ṣé ẹ rí ńgbà míì, ṣé ẹ rí mídíà, ọ̀rọ̀ tá máa ń gbọ́ sí etí ara wa, ó ṣe kókó tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń follow. Tán ò ní gbé yẹ̀wò rárá pé ṣé eléyìí dáa àbí kò dáa. Wọ́n máa accept ẹ̀ ní straight away. Tá bá ní èdè wa, ṣé níbi tí ọjọ́ orí oníkálùkù wa dé yìí, a rò wípé a lè differentiate pé yes, ibí báyìí ni màá ti sọ Yorùbá, ibí báyìí ni màá ti sọ òyìnbó. Ọmọ àná mọ ibi tó máa dé tó bá ti lè sọ èdè ẹ̀. Ó dàbí ẹni tí ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn òyìnbó ńsìn àbí níbi tó ti jẹ́ pé kiní. Ṣé wọ́n máa sọ fún ẹ pé tó bá débi iṣẹ́, Yorùbá ni kó lọ sọ́ ńbẹ̀? Common sense. Wọn ò need láti sọ yẹn fúnyàn. Ọmọ àná, wọn ò need láti sọ fún. Ó mọ̀ yí pé tó bá jáde lọ, gbogbo àwọn tó máa bá pàdé yẹn títí tó máa fi dé tọ́rọ̀ bá pa yín pọ̀, òyìnbó ló máa sọ sí wọn, èdè tán bá ń sọ. Tó bá dé agbo ibi tí Yorùbá wà, wàá sọ Yorùbá ẹ̀. A lè sọ wípé torí pé a sọ wípé iṣẹ́ àbí ẹ náà tẹ fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá dẹ̀ ní common sense. Èdè wa, àṣà wa. Ẹ wo àwọn Indians, ẹ wò ó. Ẹ rí ìmíì nínú òtútù yẹn bó ti wù kó ó máa wọṣọ wọn ni tí ò ní tì í lójú. Àlẹ́ ẹlòmíì á ti ní ìwọ ń wọ like aṣọ Yorùbá, ò ń ṣe kinní kan, èmi ò lè wọ̀, èmi ò lè ṣe kinní. Yeah, well, bó ṣe rí sí nìyẹn, mi ì dá lẹ́bi. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ohun tó bá ti jẹ́ ìṣe àti àṣà wa tí mo rí pé kò ní múpalára wá, I will do it, màá ṣe. Èdè mi, mi ò ní jẹ́ kó parẹ́, mi ò ní jẹ́ kó wọ́n lẹ́nu mi. Mistake tá ti ṣe sẹ́yìn tá à fi èdè wa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa. Don't speak vernacular, don't ṣe kinní kan. Àwọn nínú gbogbo ẹ̀yà tó wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yẹn, Yorùbá ni tiwa ni mo kọ́kọ́ rí nípa àwọn ti use mọ́ kinní kan wọn. Kí lẹ use mọ́? Má bá ọmọ mi sọ Yorùbá o. Vernacular. Àìmọye ilé-ìwé náà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa ní kán má sọ Yorùbá. Wọ́n pa ìtàn rẹ̀, wọ́n pa history rẹ̀ tó ṣe kinní. So irú gbogbo àwọn nǹkan bẹ́yẹn ṣé ó yẹ kó máa parẹ́ mọ́ wa lára? Ṣé ó yẹ kó máa parẹ́ mọ́ wa lára? Kò yẹ. Àwa ni tá bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ débẹ̀. Yorùbá, wọ́n ṣe kinní kan, tá bá ṣe kinní kan, la máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá lọ máa kọ́ra wa, la máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa jẹun wa, la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wọṣọ wa, la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa. Oh man. Mo tiẹ̀ máa ń gbọ́ àwọn kan ní Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ pé bóyá tán bá ti wo ètò mi ni, èmi náà máa máa fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Yeah, anyway, mo kí yín. Ayọ̀ wa ò ní di ìbànújẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan padà. Àwọn ẹlòmíì á ní a fi Yorùbá nation yìí náà ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. A fi Yorùbá nation. Yorùbá yìí gangan lolórí ẹ̀. But ìgbésẹ̀ wo là ń gbé? Ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà tá fi ń support ẹ̀? Ṣé ọ̀nà tó máa dalẹ̀ rú ni àbọ́nà tó máa múlẹ̀ ró? Ní tèmi báyìí, mi ì tiẹ̀ fẹ́ mú ẹnu lọ, mò ń bẹ Ọlọ́run. Mi ì fẹ́ mú ẹnu lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn tó máa mú mi máa sọ èdè, máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹṣá jáde lẹ́nu mi mọ́. Mi ò fẹ́. Ohun tí èèyàn ò bá rí Kò yé mi bàbá mi, kò yé mi, mi ì mẹ́ni tó fi ṣe wá. Ẹ jẹ́ n kà Artificial Nigeria State Nationality Identity and Foreign English Language Colonial Mentality Tongue Subjects, tongue subjects. Who did this to we Yoruba? Kò yé mi bàbá mi, kò yé mi. Yoruba struggle in foreign land is one thing, and Yoruba on Yoruba land is our struggle and goals. Well, bàbá mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé rí i, ó dùn ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìjókòó wa yìí, ó dùn ká máa kọ comment, ká máa lọ káàkiri, ká máa ṣe gbá, ká máa ṣàwo. Tán bá ti sọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́, ẹ ti dọ̀tá wọn nìyẹn. N tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ yẹn, tẹ́ bá ti sọ, ẹ ti dọ̀tá wọn nìyẹn. Tó bá ti jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, ọ̀nà wa yìí jìn. Ó jìn. Then ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣàkíyèsí nǹkan tá a fẹ́ máa gbọ́ sí etí wa. Àwọn ìwà tá a fẹ́ máa lò wò. A gbọ́ nínú kiní tí mo play síwájú yẹn. Irú ọ̀wọ́n wo, ẹ jẹ́ kóníkálùkù kó wo irú àwọn èèyàn tóun wà láàárín wọn. Ṣé ká kàn ní a gbé èèyàn wá, wọ́n rí mi pẹ̀lú lágbájá ni, wọ́n rí mi pẹ̀lú tẹ̀mẹ̀dù, àbí pé kiní kan ni? Àbí ẹni tó fẹ́ sọ nǹkan tó máa mú ọgbọ́n wá? Tó máa mú ìrìnàjò yìí tẹ̀síwájú? Tí ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà? Àbí ká ṣáà kàn kó èèyàn jọ ṣá? No. Bá jẹ́ èèyàn mẹ́ta, bó jẹ́ èèyàn mẹ́rin, bó jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ nǹkan tí tó máa ṣàǹfààní fún wa. Mi ò wá lénìí láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ because now assignment ó wà ńlẹ̀ fún mi rẹpẹtẹ láti ṣe. Tí mo dẹ̀ rí pé ó máa ṣe mí láǹfààní, ó dẹ̀ máa mú ìlọsíwájú dé pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run. So, èmi àti ẹ̀yin, nǹkan tí a bá lè ṣe láti fi mú ìlọsíwájú wá, tí kì í ṣe pé a máa tear ourselves, a máa apart. Àbí àwa tá ì rí nǹkan kan ṣe, bá ṣe máa dìde lórí ibi tá a wà, tá máa upgrade ara wa. Torí àti ẹ̀ fẹ́ wá gbọ́ nǹkan kan mọ́ nísìnyí rárá ju ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà, ọ̀rọ̀ èébú, ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation, bó ṣe ṣe kiní kan. Kì í ṣe sọ nípa bó ṣe máa lọ síwájú nǹkan tá a rí tá à ń ṣe. Ẹ wo woman tí mo play yẹn, èèyàn ń fi tipátipá wọ́ọ̀yàn mọ́ra pé kó ṣe tòun. No. Má fi tipátipá by force pé mo dẹ̀ like ẹni yìí o. Tí ò bá fẹ́ move on. Ẹ wò ó, ọ̀sẹ̀ tí ó kọjá yìí o, mo rí nǹkan tí ó mú àyípadà dé bá mi o. Mo dẹ̀ lérò wípé Ọlọ́run ọlọ́jọ́ èní á jẹ́ kémi náà kí n lè máa mú lò dáadáa. A lè continue báyìí. A lè continue báyìí. Ẹni bá wò kiri ló máa rírìíkúrìí. Mi ì tiẹ̀ ní time mọ́ ńsìnyí báyìí. No time for that. Rubbish. Nonsense. Torí náà, ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ jẹ́ ká lo time wa bí wọ́n ṣe wí is money. Ó important. Kó má jẹ́ ojú kan tá a wà lénìí náà la wà lọ́la títí ọjọ́ ikú. Ilẹ̀ ń ṣú, ilẹ̀ mọ́, ilẹ̀ ń ṣú, ilẹ̀ mọ́, the same place. A ní nǹkan kan ò lé wa, tá bá ṣáà ti ṣe kinní kan. Nǹkan wà níta ń bẹ yẹn rẹpẹtẹ. Yes, nǹkan wà níta ń bẹ yẹn rẹpẹtẹ. Débi wípé olúwa ẹ̀ gan, ẹ lè dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ yín. Èèyàn ò ní retí pé kinní kan baba, ọmọ baba, mama baba, owó mama, owó baba. Opportunity. Ẹ tap ẹ̀. Èmi ò ní sọ much lénìí torí nǹkan wà rẹpẹtẹ. Although àwọn nǹkan tí mo kọ sílẹ̀ láti sọ láti ṣe, ṣùgbọ́n mi ò fẹ́ kí ètò mi kó máa gùn lọ títí. Torí náà ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ fún ìwọ̀nba èyí tí mo sọ, tí mo ṣe yìí. Mo dẹ̀ lérò wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ẹ rí múnú tọ̀dọ̀ tèmi tí mo sọ, àwọn kinní tí mo play yẹn síwájú, ẹ lọ gbọ́ láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ wá. Ó máa ṣe wá láǹfààní ẹ̀tẹ̀mí. Kódà bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé èmi náà ń bá wí ni. Mo fi ṣosùn, mo fi para pé wow! Àṣé mo ríra mi báyìí. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lò, ká fi ṣọgbọ́n. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo kí gbogbo àwa Mùsùlùmí pé a kú òǹgbẹ, ẹ̀mí wa á ṣìkẹ̀, á dẹ̀ ṣe púpọ̀ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run. Àkókò yìí ń sìn, wọ́n ní ká máa ṣọ́ ohun tó máa jáde látẹnu wa náà. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá a máa sọ, ìṣe wa. Kò wá kí n ṣe oṣù yìí nìkan. Kò yẹ kó jẹ́ oṣù yìí nìkan. Èmi àtẹ̀yin. Ó yẹ ká máa mú lò lọ ni. Tóṣù kan bá ti pé, ijọ́ táwẹ̀ bá parí báyìí, ẹ máa rí gbogbo ọtí rẹpẹtẹ. Ìyẹn ò tí ẹ ṣe nǹkan kan. Ẹ máa rí gbogbo ẹlòmíì nínú àwẹ̀ yìí gan. Wọ́n á ní ẹni tí ò bá so ìgùn wá tán ṣe kinní kan kò gbọdọ̀ ṣe oúnjẹ àwẹ̀. Tán bá ti ṣínu, a lè wẹ̀ náà, a lè náà ná máa wẹ̀. Ó yẹ Ọlọ́run, Ọlọ́run ló mọ ohun tó ń kà sóníkálùkù lọ́rùn. Ó yẹ Ọlọ́run, kò sí lọ́wọ́ èmi láti sọ nǹkan kan, ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí àwọn àlfáà wa, àwọn tán máa ń sọ, òun náà la kàn fi ń sọ̀rọ̀. Olúwa máa ṣàánú fẹ́ni tó máa ṣàánú fún. Torí náà ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ kò kún agbọ̀n rárá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká change ìwà àti ìṣe wa o. Ká má ní gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, a máa bú wọn, a máa ṣépè fún wọn. Mo rí àwọn méjì kan tó ń ta síra wọn rẹpẹtẹ. Oh my God! Nítorí kí ni? Ẹni tó bá wun oníkálùkù ló lè bá lọ. Ẹ má bá politician ṣe. Ohun táwa gan gbé lọ́wọ́ yìí ńsìn is like the same thing. Ẹ lè gbà tán kẹ́ ní káwọn politicians kó má dúró nínú ìlú now, àbí ẹni tí ò darapọ̀ kó má dúró nínú ìlú. Ẹ lè dágbẹ́ gbé. Bá fẹ́ a kọ̀. Anyway, mo kí gbogbo àwọn oníṣíṣe èní, oníyàwó ni, oníkòómọ ni, olókùú àgbà ni àti gbogbo nǹkan yòówù tí oníkálùkù lè máa ṣe. Olúwa dúró ti gbogbo wa. Ohun tá à rò kò ní ba ohun tá à ń rò jẹ́. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, irú èèyàn wo là ń bá rìn? Ṣé ẹni tó máa fà wá sókè ni àbí ẹni tó máa wọ́ wa nílẹ̀? Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ lọ gbọ́ fídíò yìí láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ fún advice tí àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n give. Lóòótọ́ lédè òyìnbó ni. Ẹni tí ò bá gbóyìnbó, ẹ lè bá mi túmọ̀ ẹ̀ fún wọn. Torí pé kí ni? Ọgbọ́n gidi wà ńbẹ̀. Ìbá dẹ̀ da tóníkálùkù wa náà tá bá lè máa gbọ́. Á ṣe wá láǹfààní o. Má jẹ́ kéèyàn kan put ẹ down pé ò báà múra, ò báà lo góòlù, ò báà lo kinní. N tó bá ní ko lò ó. Ẹ gbọ́ lady yẹn, ara jealousy ni láti fẹ́ wálẹ̀. Appearance. ìrínisí Yorùbá ní ìrínisí nìsọnilọ́jọ̀. Lóòótọ́ aṣọ ńlá kọ́ ni èèyàn ńlá, Yorùbá náà ló tún sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀bùn ṣìọ̀ṣìọ̀ ẹ má rìnrìnkurìn. Bá bá ṣe rìn náà máa ṣe kò wá. Ohun tó bá ní ńlé àmọ́jọ́ tó ṣe kiní wọ̀ ọ́ sára ẹ kó ló bí mo ṣe wà yín sí mi kàtíkè mi ì ṣe nǹkan kan. Kò dẹ̀ tì mí lójú láti gbójú mi síta bó dìgbà tí n bá rẹ́ pancake. No. Bójú mi ṣe rí nì. Bí mo ṣe wà rèé. Bí mo ṣe wà rèé. So ohun tó bá wọn oníkálùkù ló lè fara ẹ̀ ṣe. Ò bá fẹ́ kùn, ò bá má kùn. Choice oníkálùkù. Torí náà èèyàn mi, ẹ jẹ́ ká rìn dáadáa. Kán bá wa pàdé ká ṣe ohun tá lè ṣe. Ẹ má jẹ́ kéèyàn sọ pé kò dìgbà tó bá wọ kiní kan. Ó dìgbà tó bá wọ̀. Tó bá lọ sí circle àwọn tó ṣe kiní ó ní láti kó dress up. Tó bá ti rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn ẹni yìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó fẹ́ máa ta sí ẹ àbí má wo show wọn mọ́ rárá. Má wò ó, mi ì tiẹ̀ ní time mọ́ ńsìn. Mi ì dẹ̀ dúró níbi téèyàn kan máa ti wá gbé ìbànújẹ́. Mi ì tiẹ̀ fẹ́ bànújẹ́ ń tèmi. Má gbé wá bá mi, ẹ pò ó kẹ́ mú lọ́hùn. Ẹbí máa ṣẹ̀ máa dúró dìgbà téèyàn kan bá ṣe kiní kan. No. Ẹ jẹ́ ká súnmọ́ àwọn èèyàn gidi. Ká kọ́ ọgbọ́n ńbẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́gbọ́n. Nǹkan wà ńta ńbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Nǹkan wà ńta. Ibi téèyàn bá rìn dé ló máa rí nǹkan mọ. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Mi ò ní fẹ́ kétò yìí kó gùn lọ títí. Mo dúpẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín. A tún máa pàdé. Thank you. Ẹ ṣé o. Mr. Jinod, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Mr. Ọláyíwọlá Ṣàyà. Ẹ ṣé. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá bá mi bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ lọ try kẹ́ gbọ́ ohun tí advice tó wà níbẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn. Ó ṣàǹfààní fún gbogbo wa. Ó máa yí wa lọ́kàn padà. Mo dẹ̀ sọ mo ní ìrìn tí mo rìn ní ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí. Mo ní Olúwa ṣe ìrìn ayọ̀ ni. Ó ṣí mi lójú. Ó ní ibi tó ti yẹ kán máa báyàn. Kì í ṣe ẹni tó kàwé nìkan. Ẹ ṣé Mr. Jinod, mo ń gbádùn gbogbo ohun tí ẹ̀ ń kọ. Gbogbo ọ̀nà tó níkálùkù bá mọ̀ tán lè fi gba ìrìn àjò yìí Yorùbá Nation, ẹ jẹ́ kó níkálùkù rìn. Ká má dìra wa lọ́wọ́. So kò dìgbà tá bá ṣe jàgídíjàgan ìbò. Mo ní kiní kan lọ́wọ́, mo ṣe kiní kan. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo yín ò lè gbé wa débi kankan. Ẹ jẹ́ a face àwọn tó ń bá wa jà. Ẹ ṣé. Mo dúpẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín. A tún pàdé pẹ̀láyọ̀. Thank you. God bless.